begin tonight with that nightmare in New Orleans. I'm Jessica Larche. New Orleans is my hometown, and I've spent the day, like many of you, checking on friends and family who were in the city. Thankfully, my friends and family are okay, but many families received devastating news at the start of the new year. As we've been reporting all day, police say a man intentionally drove his truck into a crowd of people in the French Quarter on Bourbon Street just a few hours into the new year, as people were still in crowds in the French Quarter. As Katie Weiss reports from New Orleans, authorities have identified the suspect and they don't believe he acted alone.
The FBI is investigating the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans as an act of terrorism.
This is not just an act of terrorism. This is evil.
The FBI has identified the attacker as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen from Texas. A U.S. official confirms to CBS News he had previously served in the U.S. military.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Authorities say he plowed a truck through a crowd on the city's iconic Bourbon Street shortly after 3 a.m. local time, then got into a firefight with police and was killed.
We were in the middle of the road and managed to run off the road onto the sidewalk and into the doorway of a building for cover.
Jim Maurer was visiting from Iowa. He said after the gunfire stopped, he tried to help the victims.
People we came across were unfortunately deceased.
The FBI says an ISIS flag was located in the truck, as were weapons and other potential explosive devices. Law enforcement also identified possible IEDs located in the French Quarter.
The mission now is to facilitate, support, and coordinate safety procedures to keep our residents and our visitors safe.
Police say 2 police officers who were shot during the gunfight are in stable condition. Katie Weiss, CBS News, New Orleans.
You know, many of us from New Orleans who have spent time on Bourbon Street, many who have traveled there, have fond memories of that area, and now it is a source of tragedy and heartbreak. This all unfolded hours before the Sugar Bowl football game was set to kick off in the city's Superdome. The game between Notre Dame and the University of Georgia has now been postponed until Thursday.